Welcome back to the C&D podcast. This is episode 16, The Murder of JonBenét Ramsey. As always, I'm joined by my co-host Danny,
Hey.
and we're going to dive into what happened on that faithful Christmas morning in 1996. Danny, are you ready?
Yes. We're ready to go.
Okay, play the jingle. Let's get going. JonBenét Ramsey was a 6-year-old beauty queen. Her blonde curls, bright smile, and pageant trophies made her a little star in Boulder, Colorado. Her parents, John and Patsy Ramsey, were wealthy, respected, and seemingly perfect, but beneath the surface, something was terribly wrong. And on Christmas night in 1996, everything shattered. That night, the Ramseys celebrated Christmas with friends. They returned home late, put JonBenét to sleep. I see, it sounds like she's knocking her out. Right.
To sleep. Doof.
Gotta fucking sleep. Right. That night, the Ramseys celebrated Christmas with friends. They returned home late, put JonBenét to bed, and prepared for a peaceful holiday morning. But what happened in the next few hours remains a mystery that has haunted the world for decades. December 26th at 5:52 a.m., a frantic 911 call was made by Patsy Ramsey. Police arrived at the Ramseys' home within minutes. Patsy hands them the ransom note, a 3-page letter demanding $118,000 for JonBenét's safe return.
Wow.
The amount is oddly specific. It's the exact amount of John Ramsey's work bonus.
What?
But something about the note feels staged. It's long, unusually detailed, and written from inside the house. Who would break in, murder a child, and then take the time to write a novel-length ransom note? Despite...
Sorry. So the kids hasn't been kidnapped then?
No, they killed her.
So what's the ransom note about then? You can't have a ransom note like, oh, give us some money, and you've already done the crime. They're not very good criminals, are they?
No. What they're asking is because obviously the killers know she's already dead.
Okay.
So I think the question there is who would break in, kill the kid, and then take time to write the ransom note.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that long of a note.
Okay.
Like I think they're questioning more of the length of it rather than anything else.
Okay.
We'll go into detail about that later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Proceed. Sorry.
It's okay, mate. We're on a roll. Don't let me fuck up again.
Yeah. Okay.
Despite the missing child, police didn't immediately search the entire house. Instead, they focused on collecting fingerprints, interviewing the parents, and waiting for the supposed kidnappers to call. Then, at 1 p.m., Detective Linda Arndt asks John Ramsey to check the house again. Moments later, a scream echoes through the Ramseys' home. John Ramsey has found JonBenét in the basement. She's covered with a white blanket, her hands are tied, duct tape covers her mouth, and around her neck a garrote, made from a broken paintbrush.
We say a garrote.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know. How's it spelled?
Garot.
Might be a garrote. Garrote.
Is that how you say it? Garot. Great.
Don't know. Sorry.
She had been strangled, and her skull was fractured from a powerful blow. This was no kidnapping. This was a murder. With the body found, the case immediately shifted from a kidnapping to a homicide, but crucial mistakes had been already made. The police had allowed multiple people to enter and exit the house, contaminating the crime scene. An autopsy later revealed disturbing details. JonBenét had suffered blunt force trauma to the head before being strangled.
Wow.
There were possible signs of sexual assault, though forensic results were inconclusive and later found to be not the case. The garrote was made from items found inside the house, suggesting the killer had time to prepare. Identified male DNA was found under her fingernails and on her underwear. But the biggest question loomed over the case: who killed JonBenét? The theories then came on. So we have the intruder theory. One popular theory is that JonBenét was murdered by an unknown intruder, a person who broke into the home. The evidence for this was a broken basement window was discovered. Unidentified DNA was found on her body, and a boot print near the body did not match any family member. There is 2 suspects for this. Gary Oliveira, a convicted assaultist who later made a disturbing comments about JonBenét, and Michael Halgoth, a local man who died mysteriously days after the murder. But there was no footprints in the snow outside, no clear signs of forced entry. could an intruder really have staged such a complex crime and left no evidence to trace? But also, I've written a 3-page ransom note in the house. Like, what do you think about that?
It, it's difficult to say because, like, I mean, people say like they were saying about the ransom note being too long, but like you just bring the ransom note with you.
3 pages. No,
Just-
but they
just bring it with
matched
you.
the paper and the pen to the ones they found in the home. So what it sounds like to me,
I mean, you could get
It's-
paper and pen anywhere.
but what it sounds like to me is they focused more on the free ransom note than searching the fucking house in the first place. Because that's what you do, isn't it? You lose someone, you quickly go and search the place to make sure they're not there.
So yeah, to be fair, she found the body. She found
In the
sorry,
basement.
Sorry, yeah. So she found her child was missing, and then immediately called the police.
Fair enough. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would. Yeah,
Well, I mean, you check the house first.
yeah. You
Yeah,
at least go,
they might
JonBenét,
they might have crawled away somewhere or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. But the fact is, she didn't search everywhere. See, if that was my kid, there wouldn't be a fucking wall tile left unchecked. Like,
No.
I'm going up in the loft. I'm checking behind the washing machine. I'm checking in the bloody washing machine. Like, it's just weird how they like all the stones seem to be left unturned.
Yeah, and also like all this. So I don't know. It sounds like she's been like tortured in the basement. Like someone would have heard that.
Yeah.
You know, basements aren't like typically like soundproofed or anything. I mean, I imagine I don't, I don't have one, but you know what I mean. Like it's normally just brick wall or whatever, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really need like what do you call it? Like stuff to keep the heat in because it's underground. Like the ground itself keeps the heat in. So you don't. It does just sound like one of the parents did it, then, doesn't it?
Oh, here's the thing. Here's theory number 2, the family theory. So others believe that someone in house was responsible,
Yeah.
and that the ransom note was part of a cover-up. Some theories suggest that Patsy Ramsey accidentally struck JonBenét and panicked, she staged the scene, while as others believe Burke Ramsey, that a 9-year-old, may have hit his sister in frustration, leading to the parents to create a kidnapping scenario to protect him. Now, the supporting evidence for this is the ransom note, again, was written from inside the home. The garrote was made from materials inside the home as well, and Burke's fingerprints were found on a bowl of pineapple which JonBenét had recently eaten before she had died. Her fingerprints were on there. Sorry, she had recently consumed the pineapple. And I'm assuming they know that via autopsy. However, the DNA, though, didn't match any of the family members that was found on her person. But they do also question in the story here, could the grieving parents truly fake their daughter's death? Because I don't know. I that was my. I don't know. The family theory is there's for me there's enough evidence to suggest it might have been, but the annoying part is DNA doesn't match.
What did the
In
parents?
2008.
Sorry. Yeah. Go on.
That's okay. In 2008, the DNA testing officially cleared the Ramsey family. The DNA found on JonBenét's underwear and person did not belong to John, Patsy, or Burke.
Wow.
However, the DNA also hasn't matched anyone in the FBI database, and that's leading back to 2022. So they still don't know who did it.
That's wild. Yeah. What's her parents' jobs then? Because he must be.
They're wealthy.
Yeah, he must be doing a lot to get 114 grand in the 50s as a bonus. Like that's a lot of money. So it must be quite a big house as well. I don't know. I imagine like maybe someone could sneak in if it's quite a large house.
Let me have a look. So John Ramsey was a businessman and the president of Access Graphics, a computer software company. It's extremely successful by all looks in 1996.
What year was this? Sorry. I thought we were in the 50s. Are we not?
1996, mate.
Oh,
Have you not been
96.
listening?
Sorry, I clearly haven't been listening. Sorry, I think because the last episode was in the 50s.
You're
Sorry.
all right.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Now that's
So
a
he
totally
was,
reasonable amount of money then, I guess.
yeah, he was a businessman, president of an ethics graphics computer software company. By all accounts, it was extremely successful. In 1996, it's recently achieved 1 billion in sales.
Wow.
Yeah, his success mainly contributed to the life that they led. Owning multiple properties and moving into an elite social circle. Patsy Ramsey was a former beauty queen herself, who won the title of Miss West Virginia in 1977. After marrying John, she was primarily a homemaker, but was heavily involved in social events and charity work. She was also deeply engaged in JonBenét's beauty pageant competitions, helping to prepare her daughter for contests. It does go on to state here that their wealth and status played a significant role in the media frenzy surrounding the case, which
Yeah.
many do speculate their influence affected how the investigation was handled.
Mm.
But I don't know. It's a tough one.
That's mad. I guess okay. So all right. So previously I said about the basement being but if it's a large enough house, then yeah, it probably no one did hear it.
Another thing I want to point out as well, which I did see, but I thought it was just randomly thrown in there, which does make sense now. The 911 call that she made, she stated, "We have a kidnapping. Hurry, please." At that point, why would you say a kidnapping if you don't know and you've not bothered to check the house?
Well, if they've seen the ransom note, then the ransom note said there was a kidnapping.
Yeah, right, fair enough. I'll let him off. I'll let him off that.
Yeah.
Case closed. Wasn't them.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't the mum. Like I don't know. It's a family of 4, right? There's no one else there.
Yeah, no, family of 4. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so weird.
So, there is one more theory, and there is one more thing I want to add to the family theory before I go into the last theory.
Yeah.
Burke Ramsey. Some believe that Burke, like I said, he was then 9 years old, hit her in anger, and possibly over pineapple, and the parents covered it up, as I mentioned. But in a 2016 interview, Burke actually smiled awkwardly while discussing the murder, fueling more speculation.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd have to watch it to have an opinion, but I don't know. It does sound like just a cover up, like something else happened, and then I don't know, or it was a ransom note, and then during the kidnapping she died. But that doesn't explain why she's in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And if it was a ransom, like they would have gone, oh, she's dead. Let's just then take the other kid. Like, yeah. I guess we'll just have to hear the other theory then.
So the last theory is the police cover-up theory. So some believe that law enforcement botched the case so badly that they deliberately tried to cover it up to protect themselves or a more powerful figure. So the police obviously failed to secure the crime scene, allowing friends, family, and investigators to contaminate evidence. Key evidence was ignored, so some fingerprints and DNA samples were not properly tested in the beginning. The Ramseys refused to talk to police right away, and law enforcement allowed them to lawyer up quickly, something that rarely happens in child murder cases. The problem with that is there's no proof. So again, it is something that is widely theorized. But again, like many things, without proof, there's very little you can do about it.
No. Yeah, it's weird one, isn't it? It's like I mean, let's say it was the police. Like, maybe I don't know. I don't know. If this had happened over a period of days, like had the kid gone missing and then been found like a few days later in the basement, and or maybe the kidnappers returned or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. The ransom's too specific as well. Like, unless they worked for the same company as the dad, they wouldn't know that. So that
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
so I mean, unless it was a colleague, but then the colleague would also be getting that bonus, so it wasn't like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it kind of just sort of like pins it all on the father, which is a bit sad.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think I'm with you. I've always maintained the theory that it was definitely a family murder.
Whether
You
the
know,
mum knew
it
or
still
not, I don't
remains one.
know, because she would have had to have been
Yeah.
believable to the police.
So I do actually have the ransom note.
Okay.
Would you like me to read it?
Yeah, let's go for it. You said it's quite long, so.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go for it.
Well, it said 3 pages, but it's like 3 paragraphs. So
Mm.
yeah. So it
All
reads, Mr. Ramsey, listen carefully. We're a group of individuals that represent a small foreign faction. We do, which is crossed out. So it just reads, we respect your business, but not the country that it serves.
Oh.
At this time, we have your daughter in our possession. She is safe and unharmed, and if you want to see her, if you want her to see 1987, you must follow our instructions to the letter.
Oh no.
Yes.
That's a bit,
You will with.
bit sad.
Huh?
Sorry, that's a bit sad.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. They got her kid, mate. You will withdraw $118,000 from your account. $100,000 will be made in $100 bills, and the remaining of $18,000 in $20 bills. Make sure that you bring the adequate size attaché to the bank. When you get home, you will put the money in a brown paper bag. I will call you between 8 and 10 tomorrow to instruct you on delivery. The delivery will be exhausting, so I advise you be rested. If we monitor you getting the money early, we might call you early to arrange an earlier delivery of the money, and hence your earlier delivery. Now that is crossed out, so it replaces it, and hence an earlier pickup of your daughter. Now, why would he be delivering her?
Hence an earlier. So we might call you to arrange
Delivery.
an earlier delivery, and hence an earlier pickup of your daughter. Weird.
Yeah.
If we monitor you get the money early, I don't know. That's a weird thing to put in, even if like you're making like a fake ransom note. Yeah.
Any deviation of my instructions will result in immediate execution of your daughter. Oh, I didn't give her enough time to read the letter, did they? Really, if you think about it. You will also be denied her remains for proper burial. No, don't worry about that. The 2 gentlemen watching over your daughter do not particularly like you, so I advise you do not provoke them. Speaking to anyone about your situation, such as police, FBI, etc., will result in your daughter. Sorry, she's read that and gone, I'm going to call the cops.
Oh, she's smarter than yeah. They let on, I guess. To be fair,
No.
If she was involved, then she would just go, "Oh, I read the note and it said that I shouldn't call the police, so I haven't." Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't think she's involved. Yeah.
So you think it gives her an alibi?
I guess, yeah, because it clearly says here, "Don't talk to the police," and that's the first thing she did. So I think if it was like, if the ransom note was trying to like make her not part of it, then then she would follow it to a T and be like, "Oh yeah, I didn't call the police. That's why my daughter's missing." Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I suppose it does add on about your theory that the dad did it and she didn't know that, I guess.
I reckon it sounds like the dad did it, and yeah.
Oh, wait. I think it's true. Because I reckon he's killed her,
Yeah.
dumped her in the basement, not expecting the cops to find her, enough time for... Well, then he's withdrawing his own fucking money.
But he's not withdrawing his money, is he?
Yeah, but that's the ransom, because if he was doing the ransom, he would be withdrawing his own money, because it would be his money, right?
Yeah, but he would know. But where would his money go? Like, he would just deliver it to himself. I don't know. Like...
This is what I mean. Why is he requesting his own money from his own bank account? It's going to end up in his own bank account.
He's not. He's just trying to cover up the fact that it's a ransom.
Oh, that he's killed her.
Yeah. He doesn't. He doesn't want his own money, Craig. What are you saying? Yeah.
Okay.
I think it actually makes it makes her like not a suspect in my eyes.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Okay, we'll carry on.
Continue, yeah.
Speak to anyone about your situation, such as police, FBI, etc., result in your daughter being beheaded. If we catch you talking to a stray dog, she dies. A bit much. If you alert bank authorities...
you know those stray dogs that have wires attached to them.
yeah, the ones that can talk back to you and understand English.
There's a police vest on it.
Yeah, I wonder why he's talking to her, police. If you alert bank authorities, she dies. If the money is in any way marked or tampered with, she dies. You will be scanned for electronic devices, and if any are found, she dies. You can try to deceive us, but we warned that we are familiar with law enforcement, countermeasures, and tactics. You stand a 99% chance of killing your daughter. If you try to outsmart us, follow our instructions, and you stand a 100% chance of getting her back. You and your family are under constant scrutiny, as well as the authorities. Don't try to grow a brain, John. You are not the only fat cat around, so don't think that killing will be difficult. Don't underestimate us, John. Use that good southern common sense of yours. It's up to you now, John. Victory S.B.T.C is what it's signed off as. So
great. Victory.
It does say that.
That's funny. Yeah. So there you go. That's the ransom note. It's a bit wild, isn't it? It's
a little bit frantic, I think.
It's all over the place. There's like words being crossed out and like I said, like a bit mad. It reminds me of
what I'd like to see.
Sorry, it reminds me of The Getaway, the video game.
Yeah.
Where the bloke goes, "Oh, if you do this, she dies, and if you do that, then she dies," or something like that. I can't remember. Basically, his wife gets kidnapped, and like he goes and finds her. I know this isn't related to that, but it just reminds me of that. That's probably inspired, I imagine. Yeah, I don't know, the fact that it says John so many times also kind of like implicates him more that he wrote it.
Yeah.
And it just says Mr. Ramsey at the top, as in like it's going to be like a formal letter, and then it just says his name like a ton at the end. As if like
it's formally informal. It's as if they tried to be like respectful or to hide who they were, and then it was like, "Oh, you're right, John. Yeah, not bad, mate."
Yeah, I mean, like he's clearly a wealthy man, so like his first name wouldn't be secret, but at the same time, like, yeah,
he's also respected enough to where he is Mr. Ramsey to pretty much everyone but close friends and family. You know what I'd like to see? Handwritten analysis. They can do that now. Match his handwriting with this letter.
Yeah. I think that's probably. I mean, I imagine they still have a letter somewhere.
Well, mate, we've got a picture of it on Wikipedia. So that's good enough.
Oh, have you got a picture of it? Sorry, I was just reading it as a text. Nice.
That's what I was reading. That's why it was so difficult to read. Have you seen the handwriting?
I haven't actually. Bear with me. Sorry. I can. Oh, note. Wait, you were reading that?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Where's the written part?
Someone's on the Wikipedia page. It's just written out as the text.
Oh, great. That would have made me sound less stupid.
No, it's good. It's good.
But yeah, that is although by the looks of it, especially with the L's on "you will withdraw," it looks like he's writing it with a different hand. Like he's probably swapped pen. Is the L's kind of make like a weird wiggly at the end?
Just trying to find the whole thing. So you're saying the end looks different than the beginning? Or...
I don't know what I'm saying, mate. I just say it looks a bit weird. If you just said you will withdraw, look at the L's on the will.
You will. I might have just drawn it on like a weird bit of wood or something. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, or just something that wasn't a table. His like leg or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it was written on a table. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. It's
A
difficult.
lot of the words are like almost like jumping, like it was written on something that wasn't flat.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
There's a bit later on where it says you can try to deceive us, and the can and the try are both very like stretched. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to read.
Yeah, no, I get it, yeah. Wow, that's Yeah, sorry dude, I thought you were just reading the text. I didn't realize you were just reading the whole letter.
That's okay, that's okay.
Yeah, that's mad.
So yeah. What do you think?
I want to know what SBTC stands for. It's got to mean something. It's got to, like, I don't know. Google's saying...
Apparently it remains a mystery.
Yeah, Google's saying it doesn't know.
Possible meanings are saved by the cross, a religious reference. Some say military training, Subic Bay Training Center, strangle, bind, torture, child. Satanic Brotherhood takes control. There's lots of different theories.
Yeah.
Don't know.
There's one on Reddit here. It says Southwest Bell Telephone Company, which is the phone book that the ransom note was taken from.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's legit. That's like the most upticked comment on here. So might be that.
Possibly. It's a strong theory.
I mean, it sounds mysterious. Like and if they're writing a ransom note from it, then
yeah. He's kind of glanced up and saw that. I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, right, that sounds mysterious. Yeah.
But I guess we'll never know.
No, yeah, I think we've covered everything then.
We have.
That's mad. It's like, yeah, it's so simple, but like also like so, like I don't even know.
Strange.
Yeah, and like how can I don't get how the DNA doesn't match anyone. Like, and this was in. I'm sorry. When you first, I don't know why I thought it was in the 50s. So sorry.
Okay.
But from '96 as well. Like the DNA has been about for like archive. Like not archives, but like computerization of DNA tests have been around since then. Like Yeah. Wild.
I guess we'll never know. But leave your comments and theories in the thing. Like the video if you liked it. Anything more from you, Danny?
No, that's it. We'll see you all next week.
We will.
I can't remember what we're doing now. I did have a plan written down somewhere.
Well, I guess that's next week's mystery.
We'll find out soon.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
See you all then. Bye.